Your Dallas Cowboys select their 53-man roster for the 2023 season. This is your host, K. Lou. This is Dope Sports Podcast brought to you by DopeContent.com. And this is your Dallas Cowboys update. So let's get right into it. Yep. Welcome back to another Dallas Cowboys update here on the Dope Sports Podcast brought to you by DopeContent.com. This is not going to be a long video at all. I literally just got home from work, saw that they listed their final 53 to start the season. Had to come on here, especially since y'all show love on that last video talking about Trey Lance. So much love to y'all, man. Y'all showing the love that y'all did and getting that video views up on that one, that made me come home and do this because I'm tired. I ain't even gonna lie to you, right? So I'm not gonna hold you long. This is gonna be a quick video. Leave your comments in the comment section again about who you like, who you shocked by, who you dislike on the team, etc. and etc. Let's get right into it, baby. We're not gonna waste your time. Let's go. As you see, this is your 53-man roster. This is the initial 53-man roster for the 2023 season. Starting off at the QB position, of course, you got four in the building. Dak Prescott, followed by Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, who they just traded for, at the number 3 spot right now. Running back, Tony Pollard, of course, playing on his franchise tag right now. Tony Pollard. Deuce Vaughn, the rookie coming in, making the team. Shout out to Deuce Vaughn. Rico Dowdle making the team. Shout out to him. And another one that needs a shout out, man, because I feel like he made this team on that last preseason game. I even tweeted out that I felt like he would be a perfect fullback for this team. Shout out to Hunter Loop, ladies and gentlemen. Rico, Hunter, Deuce making a team, man. Malik Davis left out again. Malik Davis didn't make it. I thought he was going to have a better camp and a better preseason than what he did because Malik Davis is talented. He is talented. He is very talented, but he didn't make it. One name you don't see on here is Ronald Jones. He is suspended the first 2 games. I don't know what they did with him. Actually, let me look real quick. Let me double check something with Ronald Jones. Let me see if he's actually on the waive list. I didn't see him on the wave list as well, so I don't know what they're doing. But again, this is the initial 2023 roster, so I believe he's just sitting out and they using his spot for one of these running backs or other players. So moving on, wide receivers, I'll double check on that before we get off. Wide receivers, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, Jalen Tolbert coming in and making it known this offseason, this preseason, I should say, that I am wide receiver 4. I was drafted for a reason last year. Yeah, last year was pretty rough, but this year it's a different breed. It's a different game with me. So Jalen Tolbert out here balling out. Shout out to him. He balled out to the point where they didn't even need to see him the last game. Bruh. They were like, go ahead and sit down on the bench, man. We know you on the team. Don't worry about it. Kevontae Turpin, the Pro Bowl returner, kick returner, punt returner. That's why he made the team. Jalen Brooks, I was nervous about Jalen Brooks. Jalen Brooks got a lot of talent, and he showed his talent in training camp. But the preseason games didn't always look like he was gonna, do enough to make the team. And that could be the QBs he's playing with, and et cetera, and et cetera. But Jalen Brooks made the team, so shout out to the wide receiver group, man. I'm excited about this wide receiver group. It's gonna be one of the best wide receiver groups in the NFL, barring any injury. Let me say that. I almost had a hiccup right there. I was trying to hold it in. My bad. Barring any injury, CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, and Tolbert, and then Brooks if he gets a chance to play on the field. Turpin, I don't know if Turpin's going to get that much offensive play. I think that he's going to be strictly, special teams. But we'll see. I would love to see Turpin, them use his speed, maybe out of the backfield or a couple of reversal screen plays or something like that with Turpin, right? Tight ends, Jake Ferguson, the rookie Luke Schoolmaker, and then Peyton Hendershot, ladies and gentlemen. Those are your 3 tight ends. Shout out to them. O-line, Tyler Smith, of course. Tyler badass, Tyler Biadish. Of course, Zach Martin. Of course, thank you, Zach Martin, for signing that deal. Ooh, thank you, Zach Martin. Terrence Steele, of course. And then you got the backups. And, you know, I seen Richards, TJ Baz, and Matt Walensko. So shout out to those guys on the O-line. That hand clap is for the tight ends as well, because I didn't give y'all a hand clap. DNs, Michael Parsons, of course. Now pay attention to this. They got this man listed as a DN and not a linebacker. So that's going to play a factor when it's contract talk time between Micah and the Cowboys. Him being listed as a DN gives him way more money than what he would get listed as a linebacker. So Michael Parsons is listed as a DN, so keep that in mind when they start talking contracts of Michael Parsons. DeMarcus Lawrence, of course. Sam Williams, of course. Dorrance Armstrong, of course. Dante Fowler and Chauncey Golston. So pretty much the same DN unit you ran out last year. So shout out to the DNs, right? Keep it moving. D tackles. Osa Odigizua. The Z is missing for whatever reason. My Z has been giving me problems. This is actually my second time doing this video because Mozzie Smith, his Z wasn't in his name. It's something wrong with my Z on my keyboard, but we'll get into that later. Osa Odigizua, Jonathan Hankins, Mozzie Smith, Neville Gallimore, and I don't know if you call it Valemi Fihoko. I don't know how you say his first name. I didn't pay attention to his first name. I don't want to say it wrong. So let's just say V Fihoko on his name, because I don't remember how he actually pronounced his first name. But these two making it, Neville Gallimore and Fihoko making it, and Quentin Bohanna getting cut, I'm a little shocked by that. I'm a little surprised by that because I like Neville Gallimore. Fihoko was nice too, but I felt like Bohanna had a little more favor with the coaches in this, you know, during the preseason and etc. than Fihoko and Gallimore. And I think Bohanna actually played better than Gallimore in the preseason. My opinion. This is my opinion. I'm not stating this as a fact or nothing. This is my opinion. I thought Bohanna played better in the preseason than Gallimore, even though I like Gallimore. So, but hey, shout out to Neville Gallimore. Shout out to V Fihoko for making the team. Much love to him. That's the D tackle, right? Linebackers real thin. Leighton Vander Esch, Damone Clark, Devin Harper. Of course, Overshawn made it, but he is hurt. He's out for the season, man. So that sucks. But linebackers, right now you got three listed. And we're gonna get into why it's three listed, and we're gonna explain why that's happening, right? Shout out to the linebackers. Give them a hand clap. DBs, Trayvon Diggs, of course. Stephon Gilmore, of course. Deron Bland, of course. Jordan Lewis, if he could get healthy, bring him on the field. Nashawn Wright. Eric Scott made the team. He was talented. I like what he did in training camp, but preseason was a little up and down. But Eric Scott made the team, so shout out to Eric Scott. And then Noah, I'm not even going to attempt his last name. They just traded for him. They just traded Kelvin Joseph today for Noah from Miami. Noah, somebody say his last name. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm not even going to attempt to botch it. Noah Iggy. How about that? We gonna call him Noah Iggy, right? And Noah was a first round pick, right, in 2020, but really hasn't lived up to the hype. But at the same token, Kelvin Joseph really hasn't lived up to the hype either. Even though I felt like Kelvin Joseph had his best preseason this year, and I felt like he was on his way up. But hey, if Dan Quinn sees something, I'm going to trust Dan Quinn. Both guys are very fast. Both guys are very athletic. He sees something in Noah that he don't see in, what's the guy named? Kelvin Joseph. I told y'all, I just got home from work. It's been a long day. I've been up since 5 a.m., so I'm sorry if my mind goes blank. But Dan Quinn sees something in Noah that he obviously don't see in Kelvin Joseph. So it is what it is. It is what it is. I felt like, man, Kelvin Joseph was like finally starting to get it and then he gets traded. So that's a little tough for me. But whatever, we'll see what happens with that. This is the 5th and 6th cornerback anyway, so it don't even matter, right? Get into that safety room. That safety room is loaded. Jaron Kearse, Donovan Wilson, Malik Hooker, Israel Mukwamu, I should say, Marquise Bell, and Wanye Thomas. Shout out to the safety group. And then we finish it off with Brandon Aubrey and Brian Angers, your kicker and your punter. But you got 3 linebackers and you got 6 safeties. And you got a lot of DBs, right? Let me tell you how this is going to happen. For you guys that play Madden, you already know what it is. You already know what the strategy is. You take some of these safeties and you move them into linebacker positions, especially when it comes to third down or passing downs, and you know they need to pass to get yards, right? That's when you mix in. You're gonna see Jaron Kearse lining up against the tight end. You're gonna see Donovan Wilson come down in the box. You're gonna see Mukwamu come down in the box. Marquise Bell, he's gonna be playing outside linebacker a lot this year in some of these packages. So yeah, we got 3 linebackers listed. But if need be, Micah could go back into that linebacker position. Jaron Kearse could play that linebacker position. Donovan Wilson can play that linebacker position. And Bell can play that linebacker position. And then you got Hooker that can come down and hit. Mukwamu can play that slot if needed. Wanye Thomas can play the slot if needed. So you got talent everywhere. So don't be, scared and nervous about only having 3 linebackers listed, because you got a lot of players that can come in and play those positions when they need it. That's all I'm saying. This team is built off speed and talent. I've been saying this for a while. This might be the fastest defense in the NFL. If not the fastest, they're going to be top 3 as far as just speed across the board, right? Michael Parsons, one of the fastest linemen, period. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's older. He's still one of the fastest DNs in the league. Sam Williams, hella fast off the end. Dante Fowler, he's a little older now, but still fast off the end himself. You know what I'm saying? So Van Der Esch, he's pretty decent speed, but Harper and Clark, both of those guys are fast. Diggs got some nice speed to him. Gilmore's a little older. We'll see how much speed he got left. Bland got some speed to him. Jordan Lewis, not really a speedy guy. Nashawn Wright, not really a speedy guy. Noah is a speedy guy. Eric, pretty fast. Eric is pretty fast. Kearse, especially playing the linebacker position. If he's playing a linebacker position on third down, he got enough speed. He got more speed than the average linebacker. Wilson can move. Malik Hooker can move. Mukwamu can move. Marquise Bell can move. This is a fast defense. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. It's all I'm going to say. It's a fast defense. Just be on the lookout for it, right? But let's get into some of these guys who didn't make it. Once again, Quentin Bohanna, D tackle. I'm shocked that he didn't make it. I'm a little shocked. Wide receiver Simi Fehoko. Not shocked by that at all. I told y'all that he wasn't going to make it this year. I told y'all a couple of videos ago that he wasn't going to make it. CJ Goodwin, although they're saying CJ will most likely be back, but CJ Goodwin released. Malik Jefferson, one of those talents that it just, for whatever reason, it just didn't work out. I don't understand why it didn't work out, but it just didn't work out with Malik Jefferson. Jabril Cox, another one where I'm like, man, what's the deal? Because he got the talent. The talent is there. He got injured. I understand that. And it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out for whatever reason. Like, I like Jabril Cox. I like Malik Jefferson. But for whatever reason, it just didn't work out. Quarterback Will Grier, they told him as soon as they made a trade for Trey Lance, we're going to let you go. I felt sad for him. And he balled out. And low key, for the money Cooper Rush is making, I would rather have my QB room be Dak Prescott, Trey Lance, and Will Grier. Bruh. I'm just saying, sound no alarms now, because I know y'all go take this and go crazy. Sound no alarms now. I said it. I would rather have my QB room be Dak Prescott, Bro, that's a long. Okay, thank you. Jeez. But I would rather my QB room be Dak Prescott, Trey Lance, and Will Grier. Considering, Cooper Rush is making I think he's counting for over almost $2 million in the salary cap, right? As far as the salary cap hit. Y'all overhyped Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is good, but let him go somewhere else. Send him to New England. New England only have one quarterback on their roster right now. Send him to New England for a draft pick. Bring Will Grier back. Will Grier would have won those same games that Cooper Rush won last year, in my opinion. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me. If you disagree, say it. Leave it in the comments, right? Seth Green, tight end, cut. Sean McKeon, cut. Darrell Johnson, DN, cut. I'm trying to think of anybody else that y'all might know. Dennis Houston, cut. Jalen Cropper, cut. Wide receivers. Again, Malik Davis. Malik Davis, he has talent. I just don't know why it's not clicking for him. So Malik Davis is gone. Josh Butler, DB, he's gone. Tyler Core, safety, he's gone. So that's pretty much it, man. This is your roster to start off the 2023 season, man. Much love to y'all that's coming through watching. I don't know why I do that. That's the second time I did that. Much love to y'all coming through watching, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I hope y'all have a great evening or morning or afternoon whenever you see this video. Shout out to y'all. This will be on dopecontent.com as well as the YouTube as always. So y'all already know what it is, man. Much love to y'all. Be safe. And until next time, I'm out.